Jessica again. I'm really excited to share this box with you. So beginning now, July through August is the next of the catalogs available through Close to My Heart, and it has some really exciting things in it. And I did get a little sneak peek of some of the products that are inside, so I wanted to open my box and share it with you. I don't know about you, but my kids like to watch those videos on YouTube where people are opening toys. Like they just watch people opening toys. And I never really understood the draw to that until I got my box and I thought, well, I would want to watch somebody else open theirs. It's like the adult version of things. So anyway, so here we go. Like I said, I don't have everything from the new catalog, but I do have a couple of the new things that I want to share with you. So here is the catalog itself. Are you so excited? You can see from the cover that there might be some products in there that are geared toward a certain theme park that perhaps starts with the letter D. So super exciting. So I'm going to actually move the rest of the box away just for a minute, and that way we can focus on the new catalog first of all. So you can see from the cover that there is going to be a collection in here that will be perfect for any family vacations that you might have taken to a certain theme park. In my catalog, I've already looked through it, and I did have it out next to the pool, so it's my kids splattered it. So that's why mine's a little bit crinkled. So let's go ahead and kind of get into it. So just in the beginning, it's talking about the Craft with Heart subscription for both the scrapbook layouts and the cards. There's nothing new there, so we'll skip over that. Let's get to the exciting new stuff. So the first new paper pack that Close to My Heart is offering for July and August is this one called Summer Vibes. And you can see here in all of the different colors that are going to be part of this collection, they're just so bright and vibrant and really fun. I think that we're going to have a lot of fun playing with them. There's candy apple and smoothie, nectarine, lemonade, fern, glacier, and then some just kind of neutrals like toffee black and white daisy. So I do actually have this paper pack, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of skim through this since I'm going to go back over it with mine in my box. And so here you can see is the paper pack and the coordinating cardstock, and I have these, so I'm going to show these to you. One of the things I do want to point out that I don't have in my box that I can't show you right now, but that is in the catalog, is that with each of the paper packs, there is also a small Cricut collection. So if you have one of the Cricuts that is digital, and you can buy your shapes, this is just, it's $10, it's $9.99, and there are even more that are not pictured on here. So it does say not all designs are shown, but they come with some designs that go exactly with the paper collection. And so there's so much more that you can create with that. And so that is a really cool thing. So you would just go down from my webpage, scroll down to the very bottom to that Cricut icon and click on that, and you would be able to find that. So I think that that is a fabulous price to be able to make all of your own embellishments in whatever size you want and colors you want. So that's really cool. Another thing that I don't have in my box that I can't show you, so I'm going to show you here in the catalog, is with the paper pack there's also something called Picture My Life cards. We usually call them PML, Picture My Life cards. And they just come in some different sizes. So there's 4x6 and 3x4, and they are double-sided. So and they go in different orientations. So for example, this one here that is 3x4, that is horizontal, and it says I Heart Summertime. Well, if the space that you wanted to put that didn't fit in that direction, you could flip the card over, and it also says I Love Summertime on the other side, but then it goes vertically. So you have a lot of different options. They are double-sided, and you can change the orientation of them. But these are really cool to use not only for cards, like you could use them as embellishments on cards or embellishments on your scrapbook pages, but if you do any of the page protectors that have the pockets in them, it's a really fast way to put in a couple of pictures in the pockets and then a couple of the PML cards in them, and then boom, you've got your page done. So those are really cool, and so those go along with each of the paper packs too. All right, so I have this stamp set, so again, I'm just going to kind of pass over that real quick. Here you can see there's another stamp set, and this one does come with thin cuts as well. How cute is this with the little beach house and the sunglasses and the waves? I love that, and the surfboard, flip-flops. okay? So a lot of different options here. And so the next part of the catalog just shows you, there's the scrapbooking workshop kit, which is really cool. It comes not only with some of the papers from the Summer Vibes collection, but there are also, I believe, maybe a few extra additional things that are not part of the collection, so you get them just as part of the workshop. And then also there is, you know, you've got the acrylic shapes that come with it. It even comes, you can get it with or without the memory protector pages, your page protectors, so a couple of different options there. And then here you can see, this is what they're gonna look like when you're done. So that's pretty cute, and those come together so fast. If you are into making cards, there is also the Summer Vibes card making workshop kit. And again, when they are outlined in these colors, that's just showing you where the thin cuts, the coordinating thin cuts are. So that's what these are here. So you could cut all of those shapes out and then stamp them. You wouldn't have to do any fussy cutting. How cute, the snow cone and the popsicle and the ice cream cone. I love this little watermelon. And it makes 16 cards. So there are 4 different designs and you get 4 each of them. Okay, the next paper collection that is new for July and August is called Timber. I love this because it's a little bit more masculine in feel, but it doesn't have to be, right? I mean, even you can see on their sample scrapbook page here, it has a picture of these 2 darling girls that are out making s'mores, and it's so cute. But I do have 2 daughters and a son, and so sometimes I have a hard time scrapbooking my son's pages because I tend to just naturally love like all the floral papers and, you know, the things that are kind of girly looking. And I really love when there are some options like this that I can pull from that are a little bit more, they're masculine or a little bit more neutral, you could say, I guess. And even, you know, we don't have mountains by us, but that doesn't matter. Like, you could still just kind of make this. I don't think it has to be so literal. So you can just really kind of make something that's like outdoorsy or it's so beautiful. So here you can see some of this paper. I could see a lot of different options for this. You could even, I think this paper pack would be really cute for making maybe some fall cards like Thanksgiving or just like a general fall card. And so I think that would be really pretty. So I know this is July and August, but you could kind of start working ahead on some of that if you like to send those things out, and that paper pack would look beautiful with it. Again, some more Picture My Life cards that go along with this line, the paper pack. And then this I think is so cool. And again, the Cricut collection, and there are more images even that are shown here. I love this craft die cut. This bear especially just gets me. Oh my gosh, how cute is he? So these just pop out of this craft paper, and then you could color over them and even kind of give them a little bit more dimension that way. You could pop them up with some foam tape, but really just those are some pretty cool embellishments that you could use with this paper packet. And then there are some stamps that go along with it. Happy birthday, welcome to our neck of the woods, I've fallen for you. And these ones that are outlined are the ones that go along with the thin cuts if you get the set that has the stamp and the thin cuts with it. So you can see how they just kind of did that there. And then you don't have to fussy cut. Another stamp set here, I like this little lumberjack guy, he's so cute. One of the things that I really love about this, do you see these 2 stamps here? You can stamp those in different colors and create your own plaid as an accent on your page. So look, they've done it here on this page, and then you can kind of see they did a close-up there. So they just kind of did 2 different brownish shades, and then they did this over to the side of their white paper, and it looks like this paper is printed. And then see how there's like some dots and stuff on the rest of it that's not the plaid. Again, this is probably just a plain piece of white paper that they have added the plaid to, and then this also has those 3 little dots are a stamp, and you could just kind of randomly stamp that. And so you can create your own pattern paper, and there's just so many different options that you could do when you're creating cards or scrapbook pages if you're playing with all those little pieces. So cute. And then the scrapbooking workshop kit. So pretty. I'm loving all of these triangles on here. I think that's a fun way to use some of the different patterns, and they just go together so beautifully. And then sort of like the Summer Vibes, this one has not only the papers in it from the Timber paper packet, but there are just a few extras that are not. So like this gray, for example, I think is one. And then maybe this blue one here. Those are not part of the timber paper packet, but if you're doing the scrapbooking workshop kit, you get them. So that's kind of cool. And here you can see, so you get those pages, you would make these pages. So those are really pretty. And then if you are into making cards, there is a timber card making workshop kit. This one has a bunch of fishing themes for the stamp set that comes with it. And it does also come not only with the stamp set, but the thin cuts. I'm sorry, my son is playing right behind me. I tried to bribe him to be quiet, but of course I see it did not work. So hopefully you guys can hear me over his little chatter. But here you can see the thin cuts that go along with the stamp set that you get with this. And how cute is this? So that's awesome. And then these are the cards that you would make. So again, it would make 16 cards and you would get 4 of each of those designs. All right, so the mix-in paper packets, I don't know why, they tend to be my favorite paper collection out of each catalog. Really, the mix-in paper packets are designed to coordinate with either of the other paper packets that are available in the catalog. So what I love about them is not only are the papers themselves just so pretty, but they tend to be just kind of very simple patterns and very colorful. And that's the kind of paper that I'm always looking for my cards and my scrapbook pages, is I want more of that. And so I always love the mix-in paper. And I find that if you get the mix-in pack, it really stretches your paper pack so much further. So that way you've got like so many more coordinating paper options when you're creating a card or a scrapbook layout. And that packet, so let's say for example, you know, if I was creating with my timber paper pack here and I had the mix-in as well, like this is gonna last me so much longer because I have all of these other papers that go right along with it to pull from, and it just really kind of stretches the life of your paper, in my opinion anyway. So, and just them by themselves, they're so pretty. I love the mix-ins, they're always my favorite. Here, this is really cool. I think this is something I'm gonna wanna try in the next couple of days because I love, you know, there's a reason that they call these the idea book, and I always save all of my old ones and go back through them and just look for inspiration because it really is a book that gives you lots of ideas. If you can see in here, these little banner things, they're just cut out of this front of this white paper, and then they have layered the pattern paper in different strips behind it so that you're getting this effect. And this kind of looks like a card in this picture, I thought, but it's actually not. This is a 6x8 scrapbook page. So they do have 6x8 albums. So if you kind of want to make like a little mini album or a smaller size scrapbook album, that's what these pages are from. They're not cards. And so I thought that was a really cool idea. I'm like, I could surely do something like that on my Cricut and then kind of play around with an idea like that. And it wouldn't even have to be in these little pennant things, but for any sort of shape. So that was something that I liked out of this idea book that I wanted to play with and wanted to use as inspiration. So how pretty is that? And here you can see how they all really do coordinate together. It doesn't matter whether it's summer vibes or timber, these are gonna go with both of them, okay? Yep. Sorry, we're getting interrupted here. All right, moving on to the new stamp sets for July and August. Here you can see there's some that are gonna have a bunch of different flowers and plants and cute sentiments. This one, if you're into sunflowers, and again, everything that is outlined in the color comes with a thin cut, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting, which makes it really easy just to kind of pop them up on your page or your card. Very cool. I love this little family. You can kind of like build your own family. And this line down here at the bottom is for them to all sit on. So, you know, who's in your family? Stamp it so it fits. There's even like a little baby. How cute is that? Okay, or if you liked cards, if you're into card making, you know, I think that this would be cute depending on whom you're sending it to kind of create that person's family and send them like a personalized card. That would be really fun and special to get in the mail. I think this is one, I have so many stamps, it's ridiculous, and yeah, I always find that I need more, and this is one that I think I'm gonna have to get because I just love these flowers. They're so simple and yet they're so pretty, and I love the idea of using a bunch of different colors and really making your artwork pop. And again, you can see in the parts that are outlined, those are going to be the ones that if you get the stamp set with the thin cuts, then you can thin cut those out, and then you don't have to do any fussy cutting. So I think that that's probably what I'm going to do. But again, idea book here. One of the things that I love that they have done on this card, if you can see it, is that on the background of this card, even though it's on white paper, they didn't just stamp it to create their own pattern paper. They used the thin cuts first. So the thin cuts are cut out and then they're stamped on the white paper, but then they're layered on there. So it just kind of gives it a little bit of texture. And I just thought that was a really cool idea. So rather than just stamping on the white paper itself, they still did the thin cut thing and then glued all the thin cuts onto the white paper, and just, it gives it such a pretty look. And then here you can see that, again, you can layer your pieces then. And here, see how they've got like the little plus signs, so that's from that stem, and so you can kind of make like a little, like a bottom layer to your artwork, and then kind of layer the flowers up on top. And it just gives it that little background. So pretty and so versatile. I mean, a thank you card, just a hello, just because, I mean, so versatile. Okay, and I could even see these flowers being really pretty as embellishments on a scrapbooking page. All right, so moving on, because I know I'm talking a lot and my son is really starting to get noisy over here. Some more stamps. This one looks pretty versatile. You Are Enough, the best part of my day, the glitter to my glue. How fun is that? Lots of really fun sentiments here. I have I call her my niece, but I guess she's technically like a second cousin, but a little special girl in my life who loves flamingos, and I immediately thought of her when I saw this stamp set, and this one is priced so well. Look at that. If you just want the stamp set, it's only $7.95 with thin cuts, $12.95. I mean, how awesome is that? You could make so many things with this. And again, you can see where they've just done, like, use the leaves and stuff to create a lot of fun background there. The mandala shapes, how pretty. One of the things that I did notice about this is that, you know, when I see those adult coloring books, which those are fun to do, I like to color, it's very soothing and calming, but sometimes with all those little pieces, it can be a little bit intimidating and overwhelming. And, you know, one of the things to think about is that if you had the stamp set, you wouldn't necessarily have to stamp it and then sit and color all those little pieces in. Again, an idea book here. Hey, buddy. You can see that they've just actually stamped this butterfly in that purple color, right? And it's so pretty by itself. Or here they've stamped it and then they've just colored in one color in a few of the little spots. So, you know, I think that that's a really neat idea for this stamp set. It's not something that you necessarily have to color in. Again, so beautiful with the flowers. I love when there's like a little splotch that you can do as a background here. Like, I like how this one, they've cut a circle out of that front white piece and then they've stamped on the paper that's behind it. And then probably, I'm gonna guess this is popped up with some foam tape. Again, adding some dimension there, and it just makes it look so pretty, and that little sentiment stands out that way. And then let's see, oh my goodness, I think again this is another one that I'm probably going to have to get for my own personal collection. I think that this bird is just adorable. I don't think it's a boy bird, it looks like a girl bird. So friendly, she's just got like a little smile in her little birdie face. If my cousin is watching this, she's going to laugh because we always joke about birds and loving birds. And so this one kind of made me think of her, and I love that. These cute little arrow stamps, so versatile. I love this little house one. This would be cute even to do if you are sending out like new address cards, if you have moved, or if someone has moved into a new home. How cute would that be to do like a little card to welcome someone to their new home, or to send out your new address. Or I was even thinking that this would be cute for documenting this coronavirus pandemic and stay-at-home order. I thought that would be cute because the sentiment says together is a wonderful place to be. I do not have a green thumb, but I still thought that this was really cool. All of these little potted plants bloom, welcome to the neighborhood, welcome home. Really cute. And again, the thin cuts that go along with that, so you don't have to fussy cut. A koala stamp set, that's adorable. That would be really fun to color in with markers or watercolor pencils. And then here, look at, oh my gosh, I love these little animals. And they're called Little Buddies, and you get 21 stamps. and then little sayings that you could put with them. This is one of the things that they did here, that they actually made these different cards with the Little Buddy stamp set using the frames that are available in the core catalog. So this one is a thin cut, and it cuts out these little circles in a frame, and then this one is the square thin cut that cuts out the squares in a frame. And so how fun to kind of layer some different papers behind some of those pieces, some of those shapes, and then to put the animals in the other windows. That's a really cute idea. Again, idea book, getting some ideas. Gnomes, oh my goodness, I love the gnomes. A couple of years ago for Halloween, my family, we all dressed up as gnomes. So my husband was the Papa Gnome and I was the Mama Gnome, and all the kids were gnomes, and then we carried around water cans when we were trick-or-treating, and it was so cute. And that's what that made me think of. I just love this, how cute. And again, some thin cuts so you could easily pop them up. If you like the paper pals, and again, those are in the core catalog, so you can get the base people, and a bunch of actually other different outfits too, but this one is just the new one for summer. So it's the Paper Pal Beach Day, so you could create some beachy things to go along with your little paper pals. And again, I would do thin cuts because then that way you don't have to fussy cut these out. So cute. If you are into bowling, there's a really cute bowling stamp set that's available. And look at this alphabet set. It's called Magical Alphabet, probably because it looks similar to a font that you might see, again, something related to a certain theme park that we all love. So if you're going to scrapbook a vacation, how adorable is that? And now we are getting into the happiest place, paper pack. Oh my goodness. You can guess what this is meant to go with, right? Oh my gosh, my son is being so loud. I'm so sorry. So cute. Here's the sticker sheet that goes along, so you could do either just the paper pack or the paper pack plus the sticker sheet. I always like to get the sticker sheet version. It's just a few dollars more, and again, it gives you so many more options to play with your paper. But how pretty is that? And so here you can see these are all the different papers that come in that Happiest Place paper pack. And you know, we actually as a family have not been to Disney. We were supposed to go this June, but then this whole coronavirus thing happened and we had to postpone our trip until next summer. So I immediately was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get that for when we do eventually go so that I can scrapbook those memories. But here's the thing, like I actually don't think that you would even necessarily need to be working on a certain sort of family vacation to use these papers. Like look at these stars, the yellow and the red and the glacier. I could see like a lot of this just being summertime kind of themed projects, or this reminded me of this one and this one, and even some of these. I thought it would be cute for like graduation cards, you know? Like there's a school that's not far away from me that has red and black as its school colors, and so I thought, well, how cute would that be? Like you could create something like that. So I mean, I don't think it has to be related to Disney in order to use this paper, but it's certainly, if you have a Disney project to scrapbook, then how perfect is this set? But I think it's just really versatile. Like it doesn't have to be that. Or even these cute little roller coasters, you know, if you've been to Cedar Point or some other kind of theme park, how cute would that page be? But it is obviously designed to kind of capture a certain theme park. And so here are some of those acrylic shapes. Again, there's a Cricut collection and not all the designs are shown on here, but this just kind of gives you an idea. The coordinating cardstock it's plain on one side, or it's plain, but then it also has, some of the pages have this foil, silver foil embossed, which is really fun. This is a stamp set and it has the thin cut, so again, you wouldn't have to do any fussy cutting, and here's some artwork that you can see has used that, so pretty. If you have if you like to do vinyl cutting so that you can create your own things for the front of your albums, this is some digital art that you could get. These are SVG designs, and then you could cut those in that vinyl and then put them on the front of your album if you had an album just for your vacation. That would be really cool. This is a cut above layout kit, and I think this is going to be something that I definitely do, like I said, for when we eventually go on vacation. And this is for 8.5 by 11 scrapbook pages. So normally I do scrapbook 12 by 12, but I think if when we do go, I would probably create just one book for our family, and I like the idea of making it 8.5 by 11, just its own little mini book. So that's fun. So cut above layout. And so some more thin cuts. Shimmer brushes are probably my favorite. I am on a mission to get more colors than I already have in my collection because they are so fun to color with. You can see the tip is pointed, and actually you have some pretty good precision control when you're coloring with the shimmer brushes. So I love to do, like, I would take my shimmer brushes and color in something like this, where you can see all the little flowers and details and stuff. So shimmer brushes I just think are a really awesome coloring option. And then they also leave some shimmer. There's some glitter on there as well. So it's pretty color, and it gives a little sparkle to it. So here's the July stamp of the month. I'm going to be sharing some of that later because I have that stamp. And then this is the August stamp of the month. Look at those pretty little flowers. Okay, and so this is the new catalog that is available as of today. So hop onto my website and check it out. There's so many exciting things in this particular catalog. This is the Operation Smile stamp set that has been available and will continue to be available. I have this one. It's one of my favorites. These little animals are so adorable, and the sentiments just really kind of encompass a lot of different situations. So you make me happy, sending hugs, thinking of you, just for you, love you always, miss you. So you could really use this in a lot of different ways. And then there are like leaves and flowers, so you could even kind of do something that's fall themed or something that's just a little bit more flowery and springy and summery. So just a lot of different ways that you could take these little animals and use them to make cards. This dove even reminds me of something that you might see at like Christmas time. So just a really versatile stamp set. And if you purchase the You Make Me Happy stamp set for Operation Smile, $7 of your purchase is donated to the Operation Smile project, which helps children with cleft palates and cleft lips get surgeries that save their lives. So that's really, really wonderful project. Okay, so there you go. Let me just share with you some of the things that I got in my box. So I'm going to be putting some of these together, and I will make another video to show you those, but I just wanted to give you a quick little peek. So here are some of those acrylic shapes that you would get in the summer vibes. Open them. How cute are these? And they're that smoothie and the lemonade color. Look at this little flamingo. How cute would that be? And there's a bunch of different things in there. It says summer. There's like sunglasses, flip-flops, so many fun things that you could use to embellish your artwork. That's for the cards. Here's the sticker sheet. And you can see it has like some shine to it. I don't know if you guys can see that, if I'm catching the light enough for you, but some of them are matte and some of them have a little bit of shine, so that's really pretty. I love these bubbles. How fun would that be? And then these are all individual stickers. So it kind of looks like a strip, but they come out individually. So sweet summertime, perfect day, here comes the sun, a bunch of different sayings. I love this little flamingo. So here are the papers. This reminds me of a little picnic blanket. Look at those flowers, so pretty. Cute little yellow scallop on the zip strip there. I love these leaves. This blue is my favorite color. Anything that's like a turquoise or aqua. Love that. That's that lagoon. Or I'm sorry, not lagoon, it's glacier. So pretty. And I like these little orange and pink hearts up at the top. Oh my goodness, I love the rainbow stripes. And on the back side has all of the summer things. Watermelon and popsicles and flip-flops and suns and sunglasses and little sayings like chill out, happy, summer. How cute. And probably this is my favorite zip strip, are these little watermelons. One of my favorite pictures ever of my son is him eating a watermelon, and I am about to scrapbook it. It's coming up next on my list of things to do, and I opened this paper just before I got to that picture, and I was so glad I hadn't already scrapbooked it, because I probably would have turned around and scrapbooked it again so that I could have used some of this paper in that zip strip, because it's so cute. So that is the Summer Vibes paper pack in the acrylic sheets. This is that one stamp set that I kind of passed over very quickly in the catalog. I'm excited to create some stuff with that, and I will make that and show you. But here you can see is the stamp set itself. It says Sending Sunshine, and I feel like this fish. It would be so fun to color in different colors. In these bubbles, I could see doing some fun like glitter or shimmer brush things with this, or maybe even some embossing, a little coconut drink. Yes, please. And then it does have the thin cuts, so again, I won't have to do any fussy cutting. I can just kind of cut the shapes out and then stamp on top of them. And then this is just the coordinating cardstock that goes along with the paper. So those are just the colors. And one of the things, if you are not familiar yet with Close to My Heart's cardstock, but it's really cool because it is two-tone. So one side will have a darker shade of the color and the other side has a lighter shade of the color. So even in one piece of paper, you have two different options. So one of the things I often like to do if I'm like matting pictures or matting a sentiment on a card is I will first cut the bottom mat in the darker color and then the lighter mat in the lighter color, or the second mat in the lighter color, and it's tone on tone and it's really pretty. So you can do that with all of the cardstock is like that. So here you can see is the nectarine. I love this lemonade. It's such a fun sunny yellow. Glacier, like you said, this is my favorite color, anything that's like a turquoise kind of blue. And then this is the fern, so pretty. And then just the white daisy, okay? All right, and so that is it. That's all I've got to share with you. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you saw anything that you liked, please visit my website to look at it some more. All right, have a great day.